8 abs exercises for beginners you can do anywhere. It might seem that there are too many obstacles on your path to a beautiful six-pack. After all, you need to buy a membership to a fancy gym with all its machinery and highly qualified trainers. Don't you think you're making it all a little bit more difficult than it needs to be? Here are 8 effective exercises for your abs, and they're perfectly suitable for beginners. In addition, you don't need any special equipment to do them. You can train wherever you want. Let's try this workout together, shall we? But before you change into your training outfit, click the red subscription button. This will take you to the bright side of life where a lot of cool stuff happens every day. And if you ring the notification bell, you'll always be the first to find out about daily updates on the channel. Okay, are you ready to sweat a bit? Then spread your gym mat on the floor, though it's not a problem if you don't have one, and listen attentively to the exercise instructions. Number 1. High knee taps. This is a warm-up exercise. What you need to do is run in place, lifting your knees to your chest as high as you can. Let's start. You are to run for 45 seconds, then rest for 15 seconds. Athletes often use this exercise at the beginning of their training to improve their speed, flexibility, and power. It's a perfect warm-up exercise. Even if you're short on time, you need to warm up before every workout. This process has numerous benefits. It prepares your muscles, lungs, and heart for a stretch of strenuous activity. During a warm-up, the temperature of your muscles increases. As a result, they can contract with more force and relax faster. This way, you have a lower risk of stretching a muscle or injuring yourself. The temperature of your blood rises as well. This makes oxygen more readily available to your muscles, and this improves your performance. Your blood vessels will dilate and your blood flow will increase, so your heart experiences less stress. Large joints, such as the knees and shoulders, get an increased range of motion. On top of all that, by doing a warm-up, you mentally prepare for your workout. Right, now take some time to catch your breath and let's move to the main part of this ab workout. Number 2. Russian twists. Here's how you do this exercise. Sit down and bend your knees a bit. Your back needs to be positioned at a 45 angle to the floor. Make sure it's perfectly straight. Start twisting your upper body to the left, then to the right. Keep doing this for 20 seconds. Russian twists don't only make your abdominal muscles stronger, they also train your lower back and oblique muscles. If you're done with the first part of Russian twists, let's make life a bit harder for you. Now you need to lift your feet off the ground. Keep your back in the same position as before. If you feel that you can cope with some extra pressure, do the twists with a dumbbell in your hands. Keep going for another 20 seconds. This variation will strengthen your transverse abdominal muscle, which runs deeply along the sides of your midsection. If you train it well, it will give you a flat belly appearance since it pulls everything inward. Great job! Now you can relax for a bit. Number 3. Standing bicycle crunches. Beginners often complain that traditional crunches cause discomfort. If you share the sentiment, try standing bicycle crunches. They're a good, lazy alternative. In a standing position, spread your feet so they are hip-width apart. Place your hands behind your head. Make sure your core is tight and your back is straight. Relax your shoulders. Simultaneously raise your right leg, which is bent at the knee, and lower your left elbow towards the knee. Return to the initial position. Now repeat the same movement on the opposite side. Let's repeat this exercise 5 times for each side. This will train your abdominal and oblique muscles and your rotational muscles as well. What's more, this exercise will help to strengthen your core. Have you finished? Have a rest. Now let's see what else this workout has in store for you. Number 4. Classic plank. This is a super effective multi-purpose exercise. Even better, you can regulate how difficult it will be. Lie down on the floor or your gym mat. Position yourself in such a way that only your toes and forearms touch the ground. Your torso should be rigid. Make sure that it forms a straight line from your toes to your ears. No sagging or bending is allowed. Relax your neck. You should be facing the floor. Stay this way for 10 seconds at first. In addition to strengthening your abdominal muscles, you'll improve the performance and definition of your core. The risk of a back or spinal column injury will significantly decrease, and your posture will become something everybody will envy. And the cherry on top will be your increased metabolism. How did you like this exercise? Try to add several more seconds every time you do the plank. You'll soon notice that you don't have any problem staying in this position for up to 60 seconds. Number 5. Plank knees to elbows. There are countless alternative ways to perform the plank. Let's try one of these variations. You need to assume the same position you had when you were doing the plank. This time, you need to move your knees up to your chest one at a time. One knee up to your elbow, then back down to the floor. Repeat this movement with the other knee. Do 10 repetitions on each side. This plank variation helps to strengthen your abdominal muscles, core, and shoulders. When you add a knee to elbow movement, it increases the intensity of the exercise. What's more, it helps you improve your balance and train your legs. Number 6. Roll up. Now onto an exercise that's as much fun as it is useful. Here's how to do it correctly. Lie down on your back with your arms stretched overhead and your legs straight. Lift your arms off the floor first and then your shoulders. Start to roll up to a sitting position. Sit up for a bit with your hands lifted. Roll back to the lying position. Do this slowly, one vertebrae at a time. When you do this exercise slowly, you engage your muscles much more than when you rush to roll up and down. Do 10 repetitions of this set. This exercise is also a multi-purpose one. It helps to tone not only your abs, but also your hip flexors. In addition, it stretches your back and hamstrings. By the way, if you have tight hamstrings, bend your knees a bit and keep your feet flat on the floor. Number 7. Rolling like a ball. Yay! It's getting more and more exciting. Now you're going to experience how a rolling ball feels. Just don't roll too far away from your gym mat, please. Sit down and hug your shins with your hands at your ankle. Curve your back by dropping your shoulders and widening your back. Lift your feet off the floor and check if you can keep your balance. Pull your lower abs in and roll back on the inhale. Be very careful not to roll on your neck. Stay in this position for a short while. On the exhale, strain your abdominal muscles and return to the initial position. Repeat this exercise 10 times. Rolling like a ball will help you deeply work your abdominals while also stimulating your spine. It might be a bit difficult to roll straight and not to fall to the side at first, but the more you exercise, the more well-balanced this move gets. Number 8. Earthquake. This exercise is often used in Pilates classes. To do it correctly, you need to sit with your legs and arms stretched straight ahead and your shoulders moved back. You need to lean back, keeping your abs as tight as possible. If you feel that you're starting to shake, that's when an earthquake begins. Stay in this position for as long as you can. Your body should tremble, and that's a perfectly normal reaction. Let's hold this position for 30 seconds today. This exercise primarily targets your abs. It also helps to train your lower back and hip flexors. There are many variations of the earthquake exercise, but this is a basic one. How was the shaking? Do you feel your six-pack starting to become more visible? The workout is finished for today. Hopefully you had a good time. Keep doing these exercises at least 4 times a week and you'll see the results pretty soon. How often do you train? What is your favorite exercise? Tell us in the comments below. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. You'll get fitter on the bright side of life.